Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Detroit Lions and the New Orleans Saints. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime, but kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they interplay. They come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, things haven't gone exactly according to plan to this point. But boy, you and I down there with them before the game, they were fired up.
And they understand how important this game is. Win this one, they can start to think about a turnaround.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And incomplete to open things up.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. And a look now at the offense for New Orleans.
When I see Latavius Murray with the ball in his hands, I think that he's a dangerous player. He has good speed, good presence to run inside, nice toughness, and good vision that once he gets past the first line of defense, he can make a guy miss and turn it into a bigger game.
On 2nd down now, Richard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Brissett. He'll find his running back. It's Jalen Richard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down.
Good, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Brissett. That'll be complete to Cook. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
On 3rd down, Brissett. Hard throw, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A 52-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets we're going to be in. What do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Here's Stafford. That's to Fulgham, complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Well, they stopped him shy of the markers, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, they could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. The numbers a week ago for Johnson. 20 carries, 76 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
Stafford throwing on target to Jones. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 26. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Stafford. Dumping it off for Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. The first down carry here for Johnson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. A first carry now for Wendell Smallwood. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On 3rd and short, Smallwood. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Wendell Smallwood, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead.
Well, we got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
It means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people to power his way forward.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On the draw, Richard. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Brissett. And this is Cook with the grab. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing, Brissett. And Josh Hill has it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Let's go.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. To throw, Brissett. And this one's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. This is Richard. And an alley to run. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 23. On 3rd and 1, here's Brissett. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Rashaan Melvin that time able to make the play. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Brissett sets to throw it. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. This is 3rd and goal, Brissett.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So here are the Lions to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Stafford gives to Johnson on the draw. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, Brissett. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On second down, Richard. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. 3rd and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Only 2 there on the dump off. It's third down. The Lions on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kenny Golladay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Joseph now to have the PAT. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Gets it to Meredith complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Brissett now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now Brissett. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer defense.
The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
Trey Flowers there on the tackle. From the 29, Brissett. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
They'll run on first down. Richard. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Brissett feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Devon Kennard leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
So they were stopped trying to run the ball on first down. Now they take a sack on second down. The offensive coordinator's got to find a way to flip the script on the defensive coordinator because right now the defense has the advantage.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Brissett to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. And Lutz puts this one through. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From the 35 on second down, Stafford. Johnson's got it complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion when just Johnson on its poke free. Football's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Richard. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. On second down now, Richard. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Saints on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Brissett. Looking long for Thomas. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, and it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. The Lions on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Back to throw, Stafford. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. He's been terrific so far. Oh, here's pressure, and the Saints block it. So much for pinning him really deep. Short punt could have pinned him inside the 10. Now great field position the other way.
It's never good when you're punting the ball and your eyes see the ball go back behind you. No, however form, whether it's over your head or to the side, never good. Now it becomes a race to get to the football so they don't pick it up and take it all the way.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
From the 50 at Stafford. This one finding the hands of Brandon Powell. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. Catch made by Fulgham. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. And he'll complete this one to Fulgham. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. From the red zone now, Stafford. And the catch made by Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Caught by Jones. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. To the air again, Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This from 25 yards out. The kick by Joseph is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, and it's the Chiefs who have the lead in the second quarter. Patrick Mahomes killing it. 3 touchdown passes. From there, we'll head to
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devon Kennard able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Brissett now. That'll be complete to Cook. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. On third down, Brissett. And this is Cook with a grab. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Here's Johnson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the 24, Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a third down. Throwing on third down, Stafford. He finds his man Johnson. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
We're set on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Damon Harrison, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. Finding room at the 30. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 33 yards that time.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To throw, Brissett. And that'll be incomplete. The tight end Josh Hill was the target, and it's 3rd and 5. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Brissett sets to throw it, and this is going to be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. He's going to air one out. They got his man complete. It's a big play there for the Lions. 48 yards. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw complete to Galladay. A gain of 6 there on first. From the 39, Stafford throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Stafford looks to throw again. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Throwing again at Stafford. Complete. It's Johnson. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On third down, Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Cameron Jordan in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays, yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
First down.
Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, here's Brissett, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it's a 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. On the ground, Richard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To throw is Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. And Detroit getting set to go now. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 2nd down, Johnson. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Cameron Jordan in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
Know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter will.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Powers through. That's a 49-yard punt. 8, though, on the return. And the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 1st down, Stafford here. He'll find Jones again, complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Johnson on the counter. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They go to Johnson again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Not enough there for a 1st. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Play action. Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it, it doesn't work. And the Saints will have the football back. From the shotgun, it's Brissett.
I remember being taught that cliches have become so for a reason. A lot of times they're true, right? What's that they used to tell us about letting sleeping dogs lie? But this one wasn't sleeping, maybe just slumbering a little bit. But taking that gamble there, you've got the lead. You may have ignited them now if they stopped you.
That's exactly right. If you take the points here, you don't shift momentum necessarily on that play. You probably just did. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Brissett. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. First down, Brissett. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Brissett. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Throwing. Brissett. That's complete to Meredith. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he finds Cook. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Here's Brissett. Got his open man. It's Carr. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll throw again. Brissett. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Brissett again. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Cameron Meredith, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Cook's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jared Cook, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Now pounced right back on it, keeps possession. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Here's Sam Martin now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. Nifty move. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Brissett, it's caught, Smith. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Brissett from the gun on 3rd. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's Brissett, and that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Again, it's Brissett. Gets it to Meredith, complete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Into the air once more. It's Brissett. And that's caught by Smith. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Brissett sets to throw it. He's got Smith here. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. From the red zone now, Brissett. This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Took their shot at going for the win, didn't get it. Now bring on the field goal unit, tie this thing.
It's the right call. I truly believe that. But if I'm on defense, I'm also staying a little loose here in case they wanted to be really aggressive and fake it.
So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Now Stafford. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Stafford now to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They run Smallwood. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a lion that's shaken up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Brissett now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Brissett. And he comes back with one complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Brissett looks to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Carr. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. This from 55 yards out. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. This from 55 yards out. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for New Orleans, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.